All right, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to CSL. This is the 2017 to 2018 season, week number 5. We will be watching McGill versus Toronto. Who is we? Who is we? Well, we is Golgiap. That's this guy over here.
Hello.
And my name is Wibrex. And we're going to take you live so we can give you a little bit of entertainment here as we wait for the game. Toronto looks like they have some classes and are just trying to get into the lobby right now.
Students gotta study.
But we were just talking about some of the stuff we've been seeing in the game recently. Some of you probably saw that some really silly stuff made me laugh pretty heartily. This is the second time Drow's Gust ability has had some changes where they accidentally made the changes to her old Silence ability, which is still in the code. And then Gulju was telling me a pretty funny one about Death Prophet.
Yeah, so a long time ago, not too long ago, Exorcism's damage got buffed. So Exorcism summons a bunch of units, right? And those units are called Ghost, and all their damage got buffed by 1 or something. But it actually didn't end up buffing the Exorcism, and they mistakenly buffed the Ghost creep in the jungle instead. Until, someone on Reddit found out and they posted about it and it became a meme for a bit.
+1 damage Ghost. All right, we're looking at these two teams. They are McGill is 3-1, and they have a 6K player. You said, Golgi?
Yeah, X-God looks like he's 6017 solo MMR.
Damn. And they will be going up against Toronto, who looks like they had a bye week and are currently 2-1. So both teams only dropping 1 game, but McGill having a better overall win rate. Do you know much else about these other teams? Toronto, maybe? Do they have a star player?
No, I don't think so. This is the first time we'll be casting these guys, so we'll see how well they do.
So
I know they're both Canadian.
Yeah, another Canadian lineup. Matchup.
You want to talk about the new patch?
Yeah, I didn't go too in-depth. It was just a few minor tweaks.
Yeah.
One thing that was interesting to me was you're saying that Ice Frog wants Bane to be a core, but the damage steal talent got moved from 10 to 15. That kind of hurts him, doesn't it?
That hurts him. That hurts him as a core, but it hurts him more as a support because people are running him as a support still and taking level 10 talent because they could reach us fast enough. But
it's Ice Frog going, no, you're doing this wrong.
Yeah. No, just get they take mid Bane and get a Midas and get level 15 fast because as a support, the level difference between them and their carries gets slower and slower the farther the game goes on. So hitting level 10 for a carry is fast, and for support is decent speed, but hitting level 15 is really slow for support unless they've been in a lot of team fights. So I guess that's why they decided to move that up. Anti-Mage got completely neutered.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say neutered. I don't think he's useless, but man, that hurt.
Yeah, he had a pretty substantial win rate in 707.
Yeah, no, he was really good. He was probably the best carry in the entire game. The guy was just nuts because they had the Battle Fury buff, which also has been nerfed, right? So Anti-Mage got hit twice because Battle Fury got nerfed and the Anti-Mage himself got nerfed. The Battle Fury got buffed with a new recipe change, and then on top of that, Anti-Mage got huge buff, namely, the Blink illusion at level 15 was just so good. Like you basically go into the jungle, you blink away from a camp to a next camp, and then you blink away from that to a next camp, and then just
farm
do that
for you.
Yeah, entire jungle gets farmed, and then you blink into the lane, and you blink down the lane, and you leave a bunch of illusions that can farm the lane and push the lane while you chase after someone or something like that, or while you're running away. The thing had so much like value in team fights and in farming. It was just that thing just broke him. Also level 25 talent because anti-mage hits it pretty fast because you know how fast his farms, and then plus 30% spell shield gave him plus 80% like spell resistance on his like passive, which is just
even
like,
25% is pretty still good. Then
75%. Yeah, it's 75% now total with the plus 25. So,
that's gross.
Yeah, and just for context, like Huskar right now with max Berserker's Blood, and when you're super low life, gives you only plus 50%.
Now, just going down the list, Beastmaster, small nerf, was he? I didn't have a chance to toy with him, but he must have been.
Yeah, apparently
in the win rate.
Yeah, apparently in high MMR, like 5k plus with people who knew how to micro. Beastmaster, the character was way too strong. The character pushed lanes a lot better because whirling axes cooldown got reduced, and him being able to summon the random jungle creep from his level 4 Call of the Wild just was super strong because he did so much more damage out of whenever he ulted someone because he can summon more creeps instantaneously. And they give better auras and things like that.
Dark Willow, everyone was calling that she was going to get nerfed pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah.
And here's interesting. Here's something that kind of went over, or that just breezed past me, and I didn't notice when we were doing the initial 707 patch notes. Dragon Knight had a plus 40% XP talent.
At level 15, yeah.
At level 15. That explains why I got completely stomped by a Dragon Knight.
I see. So the guy hit probably level 25, like, pretty insanely fast, like 30 minutes if he farmed well, like 35 minutes.
I think the game that we were playing, he was like level 20 at like 25 minutes.
Yeah.
It was awful. And that was low MMR.
But they gave it plus 35 damage, so it's not a terrible number for Dragon Knight because Dragon Knight usually has a problem with damage anyways. So looks like they didn't neuter him that hard, but like plus 40% XP gain can be pretty nuts.
Drow actually getting a precision aura nerf, yeah.
Yeah. Surprising why. Because, I mean, that gust duration talent isn't that big of a deal, I don't think, for her. Because she only got half extra second on a talent at level 20 on the gust duration. But instead, her precision aura got nerfed 4% every level, which is actually huge for running draw strats.
I guess they're just trying to make that gust duration a little bit more appealing because it's going up against 20 marksmanship agility.
Oh, wow. Right. I mean, 20 marksmanship agility is going to be always worse than just straight up agility, right? Because marksmanship agility is situational, because if someone closes a gap, you lose agility. So, yeah, I would say those are pretty balanced now. Because usually, almost always, you just want better stats on heroes. But considering it's marksmanship and it's a 2 extra seconds on Gust, like it could be worth considering against certain heroes.
Oh yeah, someone like an anti-mage that's great against. Well, unless he's got.
Well, yeah, but like there's a manta, but you know, there's the idea. Well, you know, anti-mage has a manta, so we can't CC him. But the thing is, if we have more than one CC, then we can CC him. So just having more doesn't hurt as long as you have someone else to combo with.
Yeah. Let me see who else. What else do we got here in the patch notes? Mirana, small nerf. Kind of expected. Yeah. She got mini buffs, and she didn't feel like she got nerfs at 707, right? And
she got buffed. She got the triple leap.
Oh, that's right. I was thinking stats wise.
No, stats wise she wasn't touched at all. Yeah, that's what I was saying during the analysis, that I thought Mirana was the strongest right click carry in the game in 7.06, and they just gave her triple leap. Like they took away the AoE attack speed gain to her teammates from Leap, but they still kept it with her, so I thought it was a huge buff. So I think it makes sense they take away some stats from her now.
Yeah, I swear, there's like, I got this little memory in my brain pan there that I saw like slight stat changes on her, and I was like, that makes perfect sense. Because yeah, exactly, because of our conversation, we were saying that she, you know, one of the most viable right-click carries, but no, or range carries. But yeah, I think you're right. No, that's it. That was all they changed.
Yeah. Morphling got some substantial buffs, as he should, because the hero, I mean, when you basically release a new hero, because like Morphling is a new hero now, you just want to make sure they're not too overtuned, especially when you're going into territory where like Morphling doesn't play like any other hero right now, because I mean, like you can have confidence in releasing a hero like Pangolier or what's her name?
Willow.
Without worrying too much, because they play similarly to other heroes. They just do a lot of damage, right? Morphling, not so much. So I think Ice Frog played it super safe, so he was super weak. So I think they're giving substantial buffs as they're trying to make him work. Right now, he has a 25% win rate in 5k plus, which is no good. But of course, there is a learning phase with a strange hero like that. But yeah, the buff seems right.
Holy crap. TA's Psionic Trap bonus damage? It increased from 100 at the lowest level to 175.
Yeah.
And from 150 at the lowest level to 325. Now, that is a dot, a pretty quick dot, but that means you can't burst multiple of them. You can only have one debuff on them at a time that'll do the damage.
But it's huge. It's a huge buff.
Absolutely. Tiny got a bunch of changes, right? Because he felt weird was the word on the street.
It's the agility. It's that having 0 agility just feels weird, and like he wasn't compensated for the loss of agility. Like he didn't get any like additional armor. Although he only got I heard like 30 agility at level 25 with his just stat gain, but still like at least give that stat over to like his int and his strength or something, right? Yeah, just weird playing a hero without one of the stats. So yeah, he got buffed decently. That level 10 talent is actually nuts. Plus 20% magic resist at level 10. That's some huge value. I think higher than any other hero gets anywhere around that level. Like if you put in context, Anti-Mage's level 25 talent gives you 25% magic resistance, and Tiny's level 10 gives you 20%.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, that's a sweet buff. Pangolier obviously got huge buffs because he was shit.
Yeah. Yes. Visage. So one thing that I was curious about. So the familiars lost their bonus damage, and got a small damage increase, but it looks like it wasn't enough because they got a base damage increase once again by 5 on every level.
Yeah, because they don't have charges on their attack speed anymore, or attack damage anymore. Because it used to have huge damage at the start, and then peter off as they attack more and more, right? Now they just do consistent damage, which is mostly what Visage players are saying is a nerf, because of the fact that if you're good at micro, you should be able to use the additional upfront damage to burst people. Now you have more consistent damage, but it takes longer for you to kill people when you're set up. So there was that. So they increased the overall damage, so which means they're much better at taking towers, because the problem with them before was that they couldn't take towers because a lot of sustained damage and then no sustained damage. But now plus 5 damage when they attack, like how fast they attack, right? That actually adds up to huge amounts in the long term.
Yeah, but it does also nerf the. I know one style of play for Visage was to. You have them. You're nearby, and then when the creeps get there, you whip in, throw a ton of damage, and then bail out before they can respond, and that is going to be much weaker now.
Yeah, the burst damage definitely on Visage has been weakened. I heard some Visage players discussing this, and they're saying, "Oh, okay, Visage is more of a pusher now and less of a ganker. Before he was definitely a ganker because he had so much upfront damage, but now not so much."
All right, going into the draft, Bane's still getting first phase banned.
Yeah, and Beastmaster and Venomancer, Viper. These heroes definitely got one of the bigger changes in the patch, and it seems like people are still a little bit scared to play against it.
Yeah, when we were playing with Korean Barbecue on that Viper match, it seemed like he had a pretty good handle for the hero, and it felt pretty strong.
Yeah, I mean, the hero was strong last patch, so it's not too much of a surprise there, especially with Dota's focus on the early game. Viper just seemed like a very good pick.
And then as far as the picks, Shadow Shaman still pretty strong. They didn't change his his attack damage in any way, right? His base damage.
No, his base sandwiches. He still is beefy.
So crazy good.
Yeah, one of the best lane supports, I think. Just for especially that now denying is so much more powerful. Because denying denies away 80% experience again. So letting those deny is very important. And as a support, it can be a little hard, but not as Shadow Shaman.
Shadow Shaman with Avenge, he is going to be hitting like a truck.
Yeah.
Avenge, another really popular one. Wasn't unpopular last patch, but I feel like she's even more popular with the Vengeance aura changes.
Yeah, she was very situational, I think, last patch. She was picked at times because, I mean, she was a very good hero to have against certain heroes. Obviously, like Batrider comes to mind, Legion Commander, any kind of these like ganking heroes, Vengeful Spirit was just very phenomenal against. And on certain drafts, obviously draw drafts and things like that, which were a little niche. But she definitely had her place. But she got huge buffs in the patch, namely the Vengeance aura change. They took away the negative Vengeance aura when you killed her, except when any allies dies around her, they get turned into like ghosts that fight for her, which is really, really damn powerful because now you have to kill her first because otherwise you can kill her carry, but her carry will come back as an invincible, unstunnable ghost and kill you back.
And interestingly, in 707B, no notes as far as the deny illusion being created.
They have been fixing a lot of bugs, but fixing bugs don't get documented in these patch notes. So I won't be surprised if they fix that because there have been a huge amount of bugs as always, and they have been all getting fixed. So I don't exactly know if they have or if that's even an intended interaction. Maybe it is, but I won't be surprised if those things are getting patched under our nose.
That is true. Yeah, we had first day alone. We had patch after game client out of date, and that just has continued throughout the week. You play a game, patch the game, play a game, patch the game.
Yeah, as it should.
Mirana picked up. It's crazy strong.
Yep,
That triple leap. She's like unkillable. She's ungankable.
She's uncatchable. Although, if anything, McGill actually has a pretty good lineup for catching Mirana. Shadow Shaman, if you can pick up a Blink. Hex is a great way to stop a Mirana, and obviously Vengeful Spirit with her stun and also a swap can mitigate some of that leap distance she's going to get.
Yeah. If do you think that McGill University has a good chance of getting her in the early or in the laning phase?
Laning phase, she's so hard. You need a Blink Dagger on Shadow Shaman to catch this girl. As we talked about in our previous game, before you gank a Mirana like this, as a roamer, you gank her lane, force out the leap. You stay around, like go into the Fog of War, stay around the Fog of War for a little bit because the leap has huge amount of cooldown at early levels because Mirana doesn't level at first. You gank her again while it's down for like 40 seconds and you kill her. Now you can't do that anymore. She can just play safe, use one, and she has 2 more charges. And Shadow Shaman walks pretty slow, so if he gets a good smoke gank off and Mirana's overextended, maybe, but not a conventional way if Mirana's playing safe.
So the Batrider pickup for McGill, typically you see, you usually see Batrider and Venge on the opposite team. I don't see them together often, and I really like this. Like a swap into a lasso means you can just swap someone into a spot in the middle of the team, and then they can use the lasso duration to pound them down if they're a slippery or escapable hero.
Yeah, I think it's a good draft. Of course, they're almost using Venge as a ban also, right? Because they took it first. The other team don't have the opportunity to take it. And wow, okay, so we have a very much of a kind of a ganking split push lineup coming out here for McGill, a Arc Warden. But Toronto has responded in their own way by picking up the Silencer.
10 seconds remaining.
Silencer obviously is going to be able to do a lot of work in preventing that Batrider initiation if he has the reaction speed. And also Shadow Shaman, who wants to blink in and do stuff, might not be very happy with it either.
Now, Arc Warden didn't have really any substantial changes.
No,
just a little bit of talent rework, just like everyone else.
Yeah, I think he got slight buffs in the talent, if I remember correctly. But yeah, nothing big. He just plays like the same old.
But I imagine McGill has a Arc Warden player.
Oh, you have to. He's one of those specialists, right? Like Arc Wardens, Nature's Prophets, all these kind of split push heroes. You require someone who's really good. Especially they're also micro heavy, right?
Yes.
Arc Warden, especially the fact that his illusion actually uses all their items,
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Final ban over on Toronto will be a Sven. McGill looking to take out probably a position 1 here as well.
Yeah.
Toronto's draft is pretty flexible.
Oh, drawban. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, they've got
don't want to deal with that.
4 range heroes already, and
Yeah, and also really strong at pushing.
yes.
Yeah, it's a good heads up ban. Why deal with it when you can just ban it out?
5 seconds remaining.
It's kind of like that, idea where like, you don't ban X against X team because you can counter it, and then you get your ass whooped. Like you don't ban Nature's Prophet against Admiral Bulldog, you lose the game. Next game you ban Nature's Prophet because you're not dumb.
Oh, we're getting the Veno.
Yeah, Venomans are still strong as ever. We've been seeing them decent amount too.
And in the mix-up with the patch, it's I guess it's not unusual to see him not be banned like this.
Yeah. And a CK coming out for Toronto.
That
It's
CK is
interesting
going to
pick.
beat anyone on McGill to death if he has a good game.
Yeah, everyone in McGill is super squishy, so yeah, if you get in range for a Rift Strike while he has Phantasms up, you're definitely not going to survive. And not necessarily I guess you just pick Venge. Venge's aura is still good, but no one really amazingly scary on McGill, or McGill rather. That if they kill first, that they will hunt you down really hard. Arc Warden will do decent damage, but there are definitely scary heroes out there.
Yeah, I was just thinking that is that they're lacking that that one big boy, like an anti-mage, and if there's an anti-mage in the game, you kill VS, the Vengeful, first. You don't want that anti-mage illusion coming and chasing you down. But we don't have that so much here. That's...
Yeah, or like a Drow Ranger, right? Like you don't kill... if you kill a Drow Ranger when there's Venge nearby here, the Drow will kill you. Like, it is absolutely nuts. What a unCCable Drow that's unslow will hunt you down to death, will kill you. Because they'll get like 10 attacks off during the duration because they attack so fast.
I think Veno could still be pretty annoying, right?
Veno doesn't build right click
poison
anymore
sting?
though.
Yeah.
Not as much. Because his build has been his update kind of changed him to be more of a spellcaster.
Indeed. All right, everyone, let's let you know who is playing here today. Toronto is going to be on the Radiant, and on that team we have Innovation playing the Silencer. It is going to be Legend on the Nature's Prophet. We have I Don't Care, MMR Only Care Metal. All right, on the Chaos Knight. Murano will be played by PZD, and finally, God's Gift to Women. Oh, come on, man. Just playing the Rubik.
All right, over on the McGill side, we have Little Shack on Vengeful Spirit, Leroy Soleil on Batrider, Jaeger on Shadow Shaman, Wife Stealer on Arc Warden, and finally, Fluffy Pink Unicorn Moo Moo on the Venomancer.
All of these names are ridiculous.
They are quite ridiculous.
Every last one.
30 seconds to battle.
Come to me.
Some people have been... Oh, looks like Toronto's going to start off with double runes here. Actually, the Leroy might be trading it, but he might not want to check the high ground there. Oh, that is not good.
Yeah, immediately stunned up. He gets lifted while trying to Firefly away. Innovation is making sure to keep the gap closed here. He's going to go down a little bit to the last word damage, or not the last word, the arcane curse, but he will make it on out of there, and that will actually be a triple rune start the other way.
Yeah, well, I'll play by Toronto. Good job by Leroy getting out of there safe. Surprising that McGill didn't push the pace there over on the offlane rune, since they saw 3 people on the bottom contesting that.
Yeah, most of the Arc Warden games I've seen are basically chilled, and he usually likes to go mid. How does he handle a safe lane?
He can actually be pretty good. Oh, mid lane there was an arrow landed on Unicorn, but of course no follow-up. He can do pretty well in mid on safe lane with a tri lane because he's actually has a really good killing potential with that flux.
Yeah, if he's going against a solo laner as well, he is a big monster.
Yeah, actually a slight advantage
Oh.
here. Yeah, good deny. For Legend, because Legend can summon Treants and just keep the Treants around him, and then Flux will not work against them. Because if you're close to an ally unit, Flux turns off.
Yep.
And the fact that he can just summon creeps at
Oh,
all
lift up
times.
onto Batrider. Batrider's getting chased down here in the bottom. One more hit. Oh my goodness. Chaos Knight doing 1,000,000 damage already.
Good catch. Oh, look at there. That is a really fancy courier over on Toronto. Snack of fire. Wow. That's actually really cool.
Oh, that's
It's
an
later on.
that's an Azuramir with a fire effect and renamed. That's pretty good looking.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like it a lot. And that's my favorite courier I've ever seen.
You know,
Leroy again getting caught in the off lane here. He's running the other way, but here comes the. They even give the last hit to Chaos Knight.
and they're gonna collect up both of those runes. There's so much more aggression on these runes now that they're so close together.
Yeah.
If your safe laner's doing all right, and or if one of your, especially your offlaner, if your offlaner's getting bullied out, I would definitely recommend supports. Be ready to make a TP at the 2-minute mark or the 4-minute mark, because you can pretty reliably catch some counter kills on supports trying to bully out that bounty.
Yeah, Leroy again in the bot lane might be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. God's Gift to Women
Invis
has an
rune.
Invis rune and is just stalking him out. They're going to lift him up. Here comes the Reality Rift, throwing the damage into him, and they catch him a third time. Leroy having a terrible start. It's
And again, lost it.
terrible.
Yeah,
It's a
he's
CK. Ugh.
still level 1 on Leroy, so this lane is only get harder and harder. They can easily dive this now against level 1 Batrider. Yeah, and then Invis rune on God's Gift to Woman. Just so
Legend
unlucky for
is going
Leroy.
to start TPing, but Shaq still had the magic missile. Now Shackle's up. And Legend, they're going to get a counter kill in their off lane. Finally getting themselves on the board. And hopefully Leroy can stabilize this somehow. Oh, God's Gift to Women is being such a pain.
Yeah, I mean, he knows that they can go aggressive on him. Level 2 finally Leroy. Is there a cast bolt? There's going to be a cast bolt. We're going to have a lift.
Yeah,
There it
but
is,
Chaos
but-
Knight has to be careful. He
Silencer
still has
isn't
the
there.
salve. This is way more damage to the Batrider than it is to the CK. CK still has the salve. Batrider's about to pop his last tango here in a moment, and wants to go for this bounty rune. Desperately needs it.
We'll say they're only contest a
He's
little
gonna
bit
get
here.
lifted. Lifted on the rune. He's gonna collect it.
That's sad. Oh, and then Silencer
Now,
comes in.
Silencer comes in, trying to deny himself
Oh
to the Idiots
my
a fourth
God.
time.
Look at innovation. Look how much intelligence he has already stolen.
Oh,
8
that
on
is
support
not
Silencer.
good.
Batrider has 18 intelligence right now. He has 290 mana.
They're gonna rift him again. Here comes the magic missile. They're catching him into
Oh
the
my
arcane
goodness.
curse. God's Gift to Women is trying to close the gap, but now he's stuck on this side of the tracks. One more hit should do it. He goes down to the arcane curse. 10 intelligence. This is getting pretty bad.
16 intelligence in Batrider, and he needs his intelligence to top
Legend
lane now.
goes down. They managed to get him with just the 2.
Dude, we've been pretty good at catching these kills today. We're on fire. So yeah, the both safe lanes getting off to a good start, of course, to a varying degree here. Now in mid, Legend TPing in to Fluffy. There is the
Oh yeah, they're
Sprout.
gonna be able to sprout him up, and they find the Venomancer now. Lil Shaq doing a bit of damage to Legend, but damage done. They've claimed themselves a mid lane as well.
Yeah, with that kill, Legend coming in and contributing.
Leroy
This-
trying to go onto Chaos Knight, but needs to be very careful right now. He's got a lot of sticky onto him. One shot, one more shot. Oh no, Chaos Knight decides to back up. Leroy could be going for another one. One shot is all it's going to take. He needs to be careful. He's got a Reality Rift. If he can get this, he'll probably kill him in one hit. No. Whoo!
If Leroy had like one more level, that was an easy kill. But unfortunately, that bad start, man, he had nothing.
Leroy getting his rune and probably going to take a shrine if he hasn't already. Shrine's still available. You can't hang out here with this low of HP.
Yeah, definitely looks like a shrine time. And the lane is so pushed out anyways, there's nothing.
Meanwhile, top Legend gets taken down once again by Wife Stealer and Jaeger.
All these
Leroy.
carries doing a very good job.
Just relegated to jungling.
Middle tower is under
A
attack.
single stack. That's not what you want to see. PZD is here at the top lane. Maybe going for a kill?
Yeah, he's looking for it. He wants to find an arrow, but he's got TP back to a mid because they're getting pushed pretty hard. Lift
Lift up on Lil Shaq. But quite a bit of damage into Innovation. A leap forward. One more shot should be more than enough. Last word will pop. And Innovation getting up to 12 stolen int already.
This is a support silencer's dream right here.
Under attack.
Any silencer's dream, honestly.
Oh yeah, there are core silencers who aren't doing this well at this point in the game.
Yeah. 6 kill contributions in 7 minutes. Oh, and Wasgift won't already finding an arcane boost on that Rubik. That's a position 5 with arcane boost to 7 minutes in.
Leroy.
Oh, that's huge damage in mid. There's a
Oh, they're going to be able to
out.
sprout up Venomancer with the TP in from Legend. They catch him as well. Toronto just going on the gank train.
Now bottom,
Oh, Leroy, yeah, he's going to get a Reality Rift into a Chaos Bolt. Leroy had a little bit of time to farm, but only getting up to level 4. I think they've are pretty confident in how far behind they put the Batrider, and they're very happy to be going to other lanes now. And Wife Stealer even level 6 is up, farming him pretty well. The supports are going to be able to leave him alone and hopefully try and stabilize some of these other lanes.
In the river, Vengeful Spirit gets caught. If they can land an arrow, they might be able to get a kill out of this one. No,
Leap up onto her, double Starfall, one more shot will be all it's going to take.
Look at this
Here comes-
ghost
yes,
chasing after him.
Angry. That is a vengeful spirit.
Oh, so it is. So for level differences, Leroy still level 4.
Oh,
he's
he's going to get
down
rifted
again.
into the Chaos Bolt once again. They've already used the Phantasm, but God's Gift to Women is here this time. Another Reality Rift. No, they slowed his attack speed just enough. He's going to be able to Firefly his way away. But significant amounts of damage. And now plenty of tower damage coming in. They should be claiming this tier. Oh, he went down.
Wow.
Oh, he denied
He just
himself.
denied himself.
Yeah. What's the minute cap for the long respawn, or what's the level cap on that? Is it still?
He's
it's still
dead
not
for
very good.
24 seconds. Yeah, he could run back. It's still better to run back because he will be ran back and back out in 24 seconds. But top lane, Wife Stealer gets a kill with his Arc Warden
Support
illusion.
once again. Yeah, and Jaeger there to help. Actually,
And
Jaeger didn't
Webster
even
has-
do anything, did he? He's got full mana.
No, it
Oh,
was
he
a
popped
solo
his
kill.
boots. He might have
The
a
Wife
shot.
Stealer has handled Midas now, so he should be turning on to late game. So it's a terrible start here for McGill, but I believe this Arc Warden should be able to do quite a bit of work against the lineup that Toronto has.
Bottom tower is under attack.
He's very good at clearing out Nature's Prophet and being able to deal with his split push. And mid lane again, Legend doesn't want to let Fluffy and Nico have a good time.
Get anything. Innovation there once again to get some HP, or to get some int out of this.
Yeah, innovation always there at the right place at the right time. Yeah, so the only hope right now in the game is going to be this Arc Warden for McGill here, because both their mid and offlaner lost their lanes. And even then, it's not like Nature's Prophet got hurt too much.
Leroy, are they going to gearing up onto him once again?
Slow.
They don't have the lift in place yet. Oh, they are going to be able to get the lift into the Reality Rift. Stuns up galore once again. Leroy taken down to a paltry 22 int. Ooh, and another kill by Jaeger.
Oh, that was a solo kill.
Yeah, Jaeger putting those wards to good use. Level 1, or first level wards.
Yeah, that was just a ward into shackles. Beautifully played. Alright, now a happy game for offlanes, and we were talking that Dispatch really hurt offlane. Oh, Leroy again! Getting
My poor Batrider friend.
Oh my god, Silencer has 64 intelligence, 20 stolen.
Legend TP's in immediately. They're going to start pressuring this tier 2. The tier 1 took a while to take, and they lost their mid in the meantime. But they have an easy answer to that. We've got Legend.
They got a Phantasm, they got Treants, they got a Siege Creep. Oh, this is super easy. McGill gets a tier 1 in exchange. Of course, not a good exchange, but it is something in return. And now it looks like they're gonna switch their attention over onto the off lane. The Toronto is
20 int silencer, 12 minutes.
The guy is rolling. He even went for
happy
Tranquil
boy.
Boots because he had
So much mana.
he has so much mana, and also he just wanted to roam more, right? He just needs that movement speed. But I think it was a good choice. And oh my god, he already has the bracers for the Ralabatos. Yeah, he has a lot of stats. This is almost a core level silencer right now.
Yeah, looking at the net worth, CK obviously is ahead with a great start today.
Jaeger might get caught.
Oh, he drops the sentry ward. They might think that that was a an obs ward and could be dewarding it here.
Innovation and God's Gift was just smoking into a jungle, and when their smoke popped, they thought someone was on the north side of them.
Ground, yeah.
But yeah, fortunately they were right here. But night vision isn't very good on these heroes.
Yeah, with this great start, Toronto is turned on, and they are just going to start taking these towers.
Yeah.
And McGill's not going to have much opportunity to stop them. They're going to try and counter push themselves to get some wards down.
Alright, they should be able to actually take this tier 2 unless someone TPs in. With that wards being committed. But looks like there are going to be a commitment here. But PCG, that's really aggressive. Everything
Yeah, they're going to
goes
get the
out.
magic missile, and they even get the poisons on her. She should be dead with the poison touch last hit.
Oh, but Innovation gets a kill
Yeah,
somehow?
there it is. Innovation, yeah, getting a kill. Jaeger TPing out. They trade Avenge for Marinara.
Yeah.
They are happy for that. Didn't get the tier 2 though. It's still taking quite a bit
Innovation.
of damage on their tier 2.
Innovation is 506, dude. There's this guy. I just don't know how the Avenge went down there. But yeah, Innovation taking that kill with the Arcane Curse in the end. Let's see. He only did 232 damage. That was just Arcane Curse on bench. He must have been very low from something. Maybe she ate a Starstorm.
Yeah, they're happy to come out somewhat pretty much on top in that fight between the tier damage, but immediately McGill or Toronto just transitioning into yet another tier 1. All of them claimed now. A smoke up immediately into a Moonlight Shadow. They get the Reality Rift onto Venomancer, and they're gonna put all the damage in the world into him. One more kill, little more int. Innovation is everywhere they want him to be.
Yeah. And look how farmed this Chaos Knight is right now. It's 14 minutes. Already got an Armlet and Echo Saver.
He said like 85% kill participation.
Oh no, Little Shack.
Oh, Little Shack is gonna get found as well. Everyone, of these guys are just melting. But Mirana did go down in the jungle to Wife Stealer.
Yeah, this Arc Warden is their only hope right now.
Leroy showing himself in the river, and he's getting pinged out.
So something about split pushers like Arc Warden is that they become less and less effective the more and more towers they lose because they have less places to boost their TP to. So already losing 4 towers, man, means Arc Warden's... He just picked up his boots of travel. It means that he isn't going to be as effective as he wants to be right away. Well, of course, he will do a good job of clearing these treants.
Yeah, he's got the Arc Warden illusion out there. He did go for that Maelstrom, so he's got some good farming potential. Hopefully going to be able to stabilize here. Keep some lanes pushed out and buy him a little bit of space as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when it comes to net worth, Wife Stealer is leading it, even with his team starting pretty bad. He is about 500 gold ahead of the Chaos Knight. So he's doing A-okay.
Dire's top
And
tower
then now another tier 2 probably going to be claimed here for Toronto. Nothing that McGill can do about it. Their team fight is a little bit too weak right now in this suicide mission. So yeah, going for trades is the best thing to do, and there are wards being dropped. I wonder if the magnetic field buffs Serpent Ward attack
Radiant's
speed.
middle tower has fallen.
That is a good question.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, already going up
lane.
to the high ground. Venomancer goes down. He's going to have to buy back. They catch Little Shack as well. Toronto getting ready to beat into these tier 3s. They forced 2 buybacks already. They may not choose to
But they
press
don't
their
care.
luck, but they have so many Tyrians and such ability to fight right now. Hex goes out. It's on
And a
innovation.
stolen ward.
Oh, this thing is nasty looking.
Yeah, man, that stolen plague ward is a lot of work. And of course, stolen plague ward also copies the poison sting, so it has that covered too.
Pause needed here for McGill.
That was devastating for him. 2
Yeah.
buybacks expended. They didn't get any kills. Of course, they did predict that tier 3, which was worth it, but that was also mid laner buying back.
Yeah, it keeps them in the game a little bit longer, but this is looking very dire for Dire.
Like just look at the net worth for the Venomancer. He is under the offlaner and the Nature's Prophet by a lot, and also it's not that far away from the Silencer over on Toronto. And meanwhile, of course, the Batrider incredibly poor, about on the same net worth level as the Poison 5 Rubik on the other team. But all this space is for Wife Stealer to be able to carry this game with Arc Warden, but unfortunately, Arc Warden not a very good team fighter.
Yeah, you typically want to see him like pushing out lanes with his Tempest double and not having to fight as much as possible, forcing the other team back, getting retreat kill or getting kills on their retreat and stuff like
Yeah.
that. He's got a pretty hard defense here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we'll see if McGill can pull a rabbit out of the hat here. There is a Blink Dagger on Jaeger. Could help do some work, but the problem is they don't have damage right now. The damage is so low that Chaos Knight can run them over. Level 13 already, and just a lot of strength with the combination of Armlet plus Echo Saber.
Hits
And he's
like
still...
a train, not a truck. Hits like a train.
Yeah. And he's straight up going for the hard thoracic right after, and I like this.
Oh boy, yeah, that is gonna be pretty brutal.
Yeah, just the best item on a CK if you have the money for it. Improves your damage, improves your clone damage, make them even tankier so they can be bursted down, and of course the life regeneration. Just everything you want on the hero. God's Gift to Woman might find Flippy Pink here, but he takes a lot of
Find a whole
damage.
team as well. They put a magic missile into him, and they get a kill onto Rubik. Now, Sprouts in the back line. Legend is just being kind of sneaky as much as he can and TPing out of there. They get themselves a kill.
Unfortunately, this entire area got blocked off by McGill, so they couldn't chase after it because all those wards were just body blocking them from doing so.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's completely choked. You might be able to get down right here, right? But even that, I think, is too thin.
Oh, you're right. They're pretty probably get squeezing through there. He doesn't want to chase any farther. Ooh, Innovation actually gets a kill on Tempest Double. He has a Rite of Atos too, so he's hitting really hard. Over 100 intelligence on the silencer. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the Tempest Double is worth a lot. It gives you 100 XP and 100 gold, so if you can kill it, just definitely take it.
Yeah, that was the big Arc Warden nerf, right? Is that the Tempest Double didn't used to give you anything, did it?
Yeah. It gave you nothing. But yeah, well, now the Tempest Doubles are killable, so if you're bad at micro, you can feed the enemy team, just like any micro hero should be.
Haste.
Wife Stealer, he's got his Shadow Blade, he's heading out.
Dire's middle tower
Looking for a kill, but he sees 3. Goes on to Innovation. It's Tempest Double, so they're going to have to beat it down. Buy themselves a little bit of time. They get a lasso out onto PZD. Murana's going to have to leap back. But a Chaos Bolt. Bat Rider getting found once again
Oh no.
by this mean old CK.
Look at God's Gift to Woman. Look at what he has locked in right now. It's a flaming lasso on that Rubik. He doesn't have a Blink Dagger though. But he could
Jaeger
get
jumps
Jaeger
forward. He's
here?
going on to Innovation. God's Gift to Women not using the lasso. He wants it on Wife Stealer. He's going to get the
no.
lasso onto Wife Stealer. Pulling him back. Immediately he's going to go into the Shadow Blade and trying to buy some time. They're going to get the kill onto CK. 600 gold going their way for that one. And now return kill into God's Gift. BZD trying to fight. Wants to go into the Venomancer. Will claim him, but loses his life. Probably there it is. Wife Stealer getting a return out of that. That was a huge fight for McGill.
Yeah, but meanwhile, space created for Legend to take that tier 3 in the off lane. That is Shrine's exposed, but still not the trade you're looking for, especially when you are ahead, because the combat gold is a thing. But with the tower being taken, it actually is somewhat even, but there was a lot of experience that McGill needed to go back into the game. And especially with Murana committing all in there, using all of her leaps to be able to get that kill. Not worth it when you're ahead, because a 1-for-1 trade is never really worth it.
Oh, Bat Rider. Getting found again, but Innovation needs to be careful. He TPs. Legend has to TP as well. Wife Stealer's Tempest Double coming in to scare the hell out of him.
Yeah, Wife Stealer is farming probably 1400 net worth here for Wife Stealer. Second highest 1100 on the Chaos Knight, and Mirana leading far behind with about 9k right now.
God's Gift to Women is found at the ramp. They're going to commit the invisibility for that. But they've got sentries. They're good boys. Swap him out back into the sentry range. But his HP is coming up a little bit. Moonlight Shadow could be enough to get him out of here.
Wow. Wife Stealer got there, but just a little too late, and then Moonlight Shadow invisibility was enough to get God Gifts a Woman to be able to dodge the last right click. Unfortunately, I'd love to have that kill, but God's Gift to Woman, 3 levels in Null Field. Now, yeah, you see Rubik maxing Null Field before they max Telekinesis, because now you can turn it to be aggressive. And that just made it super tanky. 18% magic resist. Does add up a lot when you need like 3 or 4 spells.
I definitely think that was the change that Null Field needed. It was so underwhelming before.
I agree. Like, there are times where it was okay against certain lineups, like against like a Venomous lineup. It's actually pretty good. But yeah, the fact that it was useless when you're being aggressive. Oh, they get the arrow landing on Arc Warden.
They're pinging. They know it hit as well. They're pretty sure it hit.
Yeah. But it's so deep that they don't want to chase after that into the enemy territory full of Venom wards, so smart decision. Leroy getting pinged out again. And there's the Atos.
They've got the lift. No! But they should have the damage. There it is. He is going to pop. Innovation on the run. Wife Stealer going aggressively. Global Silence is going to be used. Venomancer trying to chase down with him. God's Gift to Women. He stole that Tempest Double. They're going to swap onto God's Gift. Now he is getting taken down, but PZD leaping out, caught in the trees. Finally, IDC is finally here, and he's got his heart, so he is ready to go to town on these boys. Life Stealer going to blow up, and Jaeger, the final one to fall. Wards are down, but that will be a full team wipe for McGill.
Look how much health I Don't Care MR has. He has 4.2k HP.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, McGill has no damage. They have no damage against something like this. And 19 armor too. Yeah, this guy is unstoppable right now.
This tier 2 has taken forever. Thanks to the Plague Wards in the trees, pulled the creep wave and delayed it up.
That was unfortunate. They really went aggressive in there, but they just got counter initiated so hard. Like just initiating into a global silence, just not a good idea in general. But when you're behind, you're definitely not gonna win any fights that way. But silence a pop global, that's usually a signal for you to disengage. But
Man, double Rubik Tempest double means that you get aggressive and defensive null field.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool. Yeah, you can just swap on one of the heroes. That's sweet. And you get double lift, obviously, double fade bolt. Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty good ulti right there.
Kill once again. Oh, Leroy! He gets rifted, but immediately blinking out and will Firefly up into the safety of his high ground.
Yeah, he had his finger ready on that blink.
He is so jumpy right now, and with reason.
Yeah. Let's see if they can hold the high ground. They do have a pretty good high ground defense with this Venomancer. Well, of course, they're going against a Nature's Prophet. They're going to be working on these shrines first. Right now, McGill does not want to fight. They want to wait out this Aegis. Killing Chaos Knight once is already hard enough without heart. Killing him twice is just ridiculous. And they gotta find some way to get this Venomancer farmed also. I mean, if he defends high ground long enough, he will get eventually farmed.
They're going to find Innovation. They've got Shackles up onto him. Now here comes White Stealer, Fluffy Pink as well. He's got an Atos, but that's about it. He's got Flux on him. He is not getting anywhere.
So 650 gold for a position 4, and he was on a monster kill streak. Alright, that's a pretty good kill. Like, you just say, oh, that's a support, it's nothing, but no, that guy is no longer a support. Of course, it's a 10k net worth lead at 26 minutes. God's Gift to Woman. Oh, they're fighting in null field versus null field. Wife Stealer might go down here with his clone. Yep, the 180 gold goes to PZD. I didn't know you could spell steal from Tempest Double, but I guess it makes sense. Ooh, he gets a high roll on that Phantasm there, getting the 4 illusions, and instantly blowing up Jaeger.
Yeah. Oh, and he's going to go aggressively onto Pink Fluffy Unicorn. Venomancer. Good God. Good God, goodbye, gone girl. They're going to have a buyback on Venomancer. They want to fight. He doesn't. Oh, he's already got, of course, cooldown reduction. He already has his Venomous Scale back, and he's going to get some damage into Chaos Knight, but Chaos Knight not interested in going down. They finally get him, but it's just the Aegis. They do get God's Gift to Women. Rubik out of the fight. He's going to come back. They get a lasso onto him. Now they've got the Flux as well. He's going to be pretty slow, and they could have the damage here, just right-clicking away. Gonna be difficult. Reality Rift into Vengeful Spirit. He's gonna get someone on his way out. He's not gonna make it too easy for you. Legend comes in, but finally, I don't care. MMR finally goes down. MMR, or yeah, PZD. Rack's taken. It's gonna cost them a big kill on the Chaos Knight.
Very much worth the Innovation now getting caught here.
They get another lasso out. Oh no, that's the Shackles onto Innovation. Innovation dying a second time. Buying themselves a little bit of time here on the high ground.
That offlane Rax was also taken by Legend while that fight was going on. That Chaos Knight was just a beefy distraction. He was a 8,000 health of distraction there over by their fountain while both their racks were taken. And Toronto now extending their net worth lead to 14,000.
Yeah, CK probably losing quite a bit out of that death, but still not too far off of his AC anyway.
Yeah, I mean, when you take 2 full lane racks for your carry's death, I think that's very acceptable. God's gift to woman gets found. He's taking a lot of damage here.
Lift up. He's trying to stay alive for now, but he's going to get surrounded. He's got the Glimmer Cape. Drop the sentry. Get the kill. Even God's gift to women is worth money to these guys.
Now top, Unicorn getting caught again. This wasn't a good game for the Venomancer. He finally got eclipsed by the Silencer in the net worth. Silencer leading him by 100 gold now.
He's got the Hurricane Pike up, but you know
he's had that item for like 10 minutes. He
Yeah.
hasn't built a new item in forever.
he's just got no real escapability. After that, and going up against a Nature's Prophet really killed him in that laning phase. Those sprouts,
Yeah.
just every single time he got even close to the bottom of the ramp, he was a TP into a sprout, and he got jacked.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom shrine.
Totally right. He should have just played it safe with the wards and then farmed the jungle with those wards instead of going aggressively on the tower without his teammates. Wife Stealer now in the mid, going after Innovation. Why is he taking a lot of damage? He's going to go down. Wife Stealer just with the Tempest double.
Yeah.
Dire's
God,
So
always
whenever a
two,
kill is
two
taken-
kills at a time. Always.
Yeah. I mean, it just shows how good Toronto is, right? Whenever they see a kill happening for McGill, they know it means it's a go time for them to be able to maybe get a return kill. But
Bottom
that is a
shrine
butterfly.
finally going down.
Dire's bottom
There's a
shrine.
butterfly and a chrysalis getting picked up on the Wife Stealer. So he is going to be the one-man army that McGill needs to rely on here. And finding these solo kills on supports is exactly what they're looking for to delay up this high ground push. But Toronto might just wait it out until Roshan is up. But that's going to be for a little while.
Yeah, minimum 2 minutes until respawn.
And there's the Assault Cuirass on I Don't Care MMR.
He's a big boy.
He is quite big. Oh, and Innovation now also became a Ghost Scepter for himself, so he doesn't have to worry about that Tempest double anymore. Very good pickup. And there's a
Fantastic
Phantasm being
spots.
committed. He didn't get the high
Ready to
roll, he
go.
only get 3. Oh, he didn't bring his illusions with him.
Oh, yep, he's up on the top, but they get the kill onto Venomancer. Venomancer bought back already in that last fight, if you don't remember. Global Silence gets committed. They get a kill onto PZD, but they're ready to fight on the high ground. God's Gift to Women taking quite a good bit of damage. He has to be careful. The illusions just up on the high ground. They have to commit the wards just to stop him. But here comes some treants as well. Just
God's Gift is taking a lot of damage. He might die to these wards.
Annoying.
No, he has a Glimmer Cape. Yeah, this tower actually losing a lot of health. And Stolen Plague Wards.
Oh, Wife Stealer. The Tempest just going to find in one shot that Rubik. Now Innovation getting chased down as well. Flux is on him, so he could have a rough time. But MMR Chaos Knight is here and ready to fight. He's going for the Tempest double, and it just expires, so MMR has to get out
And
here.
that's the one-
They find Legend
Legend.
TPing, and they get the swap and the kill.
All right, that's exactly what they're looking for. That was way too aggressively committed there by Chaos Knight. Surprising that he got out there, but he, so the Reality Rift has a very, very long seek range to find his illusions. But unfortunately, he left his illusions behind way too far. I believe it's like 1,700 seek range, but his illusions got left behind. So that meant his initiation was slightly botched. So they didn't have the upfront damage, which meant they found the Mirana in the back lines with the Tempest double, and she just went down immediately. Supports got picked off, and for about 75% damage on tower. So it's not nothing, but when you lose 4 people, that's how you start losing your grip on this game.
There's a rangefinder on Phantasm. Do you believe that's the seek range for the illusions? It looks about
Oh,
right. Reality Rift
rangefinder?
is... Yeah, if you hold your mouse over Phantasm, you'll get a...
Oh yeah, that's gotta be it.
God, that's massive.
Yeah.
Smoke out from McGill. They're on the hunt.
Wife Stealer going against the Silencer again, but he has the Ghost Scepter now, so you can't kill him. This is going to be some money going over to Legend.
Dire's middle tower.
McGill
Right, a
smoked
smoke
up
up
there.
on
They
McGill.
seem really unsure. I mean, they just saw how grouped up Toronto is, so I can't blame them for being like, you know what, let's get back. Let's
They want
not
to get a
do
pick.
that.
Yeah, they want to get a pick here, not a team fight initiation. So they just gotta go back and set up the Venom Wards ASAP. Roshan is coming up in 30 seconds. This Treant will not scout it out. This Treant will expire before that happens.
Wife Stealer's got his Bloodthorn up now.
Yeah, a very relevant item here. He's going to be able to make his illusions hurt like a truck. Speaking of, another gank attempt here by the Tempest Double. Unsuccessful again. Phantasm committed. This time he did high roll. That's a 4 illusions. He is ending up just high ground. I just want to take this tier 3.
Yep. It's gonna be Arc Warden gonna be able to delay it up. Of course, they use the bubble, but they also have the fortification going, rolling. 129
down.
HP left. Yeah, if they play it smart and slow siege it like this, I think they won't throw any more 4K gold swings the way of McGill anymore. And they've also got Bloodthorn is used onto Rubik. Tempest Double.
Ghost Scepter.
Here he comes in. He's got the Ghost Scepter. Makes it on out. They're gonna go for the Roshan, and they probably know that this is happening, but I don't think there's much they can do about it.
They might have to do something here. I don't think they can defend Mega Creeps or defend the last Rhythm Racks.
Yeah, they've
against
got
Sheep.
Serpent Wards.
Dire's middle tower.
Before
Now
Fury
it's
can
time,
initiate again. PZD taking huge amount of damage.
Their Global Silence is going to be committed. They're fighting up into them. They get PZD. Now, Wife Stealer's Tempest Double going to be going down to Chaos Knight, but Chaos Knight, so much damage. That's the kill. They got him. God's Gift to Women slowly making his way away, but is going to eat a Wraith to the face. And they're going to be able to clean up 4 kills from that.
Yeah, Legend was in the base, taking the tier 3, so the final tier 3 is down, but the rack's still standing, and that's all they want. So slowly starting to actually make their way back into the game, and we're talking about how they didn't have enough damage for Chaos Knight, but with the Bloodthorn, they do. Every single Venom Ward is critting. You know, Venomancer is now critting against him. Arc Ward and Tempest Double both critting against him, and that's more than enough damage to be able to take him down. Innovation now going on again. He does have the Ghost Scepter. But
Wife Stealer just pegging this
oh
tower.
my god, he might actually take it.
He's going to be pretty close. Oh, it's
One
just-
more?
Oh,
Yeah, they got it.
Hero Catapult!
And of course, this means Roshan is now open for McGill. They're doing it. They're slowly coming back. Oh, but they lost
Steelers
that
got it
range
so
racks.
quickly.
Yeah. Legend doing his job. He bought back on the Nature's Prophet just to split push, and he got the range rack. So only 1 more racks remaining here.
And with their glyph down, this is going to be a pretty tough defense of a single building against a Nature's Prophet and a CK when he
Yeah.
has that Phantasm.
Yeah, I think Mega Creeps is probably going to be inevitable here unless McGill can push out and keep pushed out all lanes against the Nature's Prophet, which is of course a very hard task because every time you do push out a base like that to be able to keep them out of your base, you're splitting your team as you see here, you know, 1 in the top lane, 1 in the mid, and 1 in the off lane. Tempest double getting found again.
What's our friend's Silencer at? 44 stolen int.
44? Did he take the talent? Yeah, he did take the intelligence steal talent, that's why.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
That's a
baby.
Smart man. But they find Chaos Knight.
Yep, they've got the Bloodthorn out onto him, and he's slowed up from the Flux. Now, Global Silence is committed. Here comes the Phantasm. They are going to just beat down Arc Warden. Arc Warden is going to respawn, but Bat Rider taken as well. He buys back immediately. They're putting the damage. Oh, no. Who's going to go down? It's Legend first. No, he's inside of the stolen bubble, or is that Wife Stealer's bubble? I can't tell. Wife Stealer finally.
the
No, the
damage.
swap! Wife Stealer stays alive. They're even going to get the
Oh
damage on the
my
Chaos
God.
Knight.
Oh my god,
Oh,
Wesley almost died to a stolen Spark Wraith. He doesn't know which Spark Wraith is his. He almost died there to a Rubik's Spark Wraith. Oh my god. Wow, Wife Stealer. And we're talking about he's going to be Wife Stealer's one-man army against Toronto, and he is really doing it. He's actually doing it.
the Bloodthorn is doing so much work.
Yeah. In that fight, he 1v3'd there by himself when he got initiated deep into the enemy territory.
And Wife Stealer gets to push and defend. What a perfect hero for this situation. There's no buybacks available on Toronto. They're just going
They
for
got a
tier
little too
4s.
confident.
Oh, swap out onto Innovation. They're going to be able to get him. Pulling him up. He's got the Ghost Scepter, but lots of damage. Magic Missile as well. They're going to start running him down. Innovation goes down. He has a buyback. They're going onto the tier 4s. He's buys back. They're still going for the Ancient.
Oh my god, what is happening? They're doing it.
If
24 seconds left in Chaos Knight.
If they don't win right here, though, they're going to have a rough time. Oh, they got it. Ancient's going down. They have no way of stopping this. McGill. Wow. Wow.
Wife Stealer solo carried that game. Oh my god. The plays from that guy, that final fight. I thought they overextended there. Even with the Aegis, they thought, okay, this is a throw here. They tried to go on Chaos Knight. They got the Bloodthorn, but Chaos Knight managed to disengage. Bloodthorn wore off on him. He got Phantasm off, and that was a moment I was like, okay, this fight is over. But man, that Aegis, he came back and just slaughtered the entire backline. He killed Mirana, he killed Rubik, he killed Nature's Prophet, he killed Silencer, and Chaos Knight by himself can't do anything.
So, Golgi, here's the question. Do you think that Toronto didn't close the game out soon enough, or do you think that they needed to be a little more patient and not some of those reckless throws up of themselves up the high ground for that last tier 3, maybe a little bit of damage on the racks? Do you think that's what really put McGill in the position to turn it on him?
Most definitely the latter. I think their team fight was good enough to go into late game easily against that team. Like as we said, Arcwarn isn't a very strong team fighting hero. He's decent, but he's not amazingly strong. So they could definitely fight into late game. But yeah, they suicide a little bit too much into high ground. And also, especially after losing the Roshan fight, taking another fight with your buybacks down. Like Chaos Knight didn't have money for buyback. Mirage didn't have money for buyback. Only one with the buyback actually on cooldown was Nature's Prophet. Like you just can't push out against a team with Aegis advantage over you without buybacks. They should play defensively during that time and try to farm up their buybacks and wait out the Aegis before they did anything else.
Yeah, I did notice Toronto was being very liberal with their gold usage. They felt like they were comfortably in the lead and just didn't feel like they... Do you think they just didn't feel like they needed buybacks?
Yeah, they had all the racks up. They're like, oh, that... I mean, like... It's going to take them forever. They had like tier 2s up, right?
Yeah,
like,
they still had some... yeah, most of their tier 2s.
Like, what are they going to do? They cannot take mega creeps unless if we die, whatever. We may lose our lane of racks. But the thing is, Toronto's ignored all that. It's like, I guess we'll just take your throne, and they did. Incredible plays.
Yeah, I love seeing good recognition like that where, you know, some teams might go for like, you know, we need to even up these racks or something like that. They just said... We can do it. They're down. They're not buying back. Tier 4 is Ancient. Go.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. That was a back and forth. Really just one way, then completely the other way. From beginning to end. Just a complete sine wave. And this is Wivrex and Golgi for CSL 2017 to 2018 season. We're going to take a short break, and we'll see you guys in Game 2.